Okay, so hey guys, and welcome back to another Axel 72 video. And in today's video, it's a pleasure to be joined by Ethan Brown. And Ethan, first of all, how are we?
I'm all good, thanks, mate. Yourself?
I'm doing very good, thank you. And
Good,
like I
good.
say, I mean, for you, you've got a date announced now, June 11th. And I suppose, is it just a massive relief to get this date?
Yeah. I went to boxing in March it was,
Hmm.
and I broke my hand, so I was out for a bit, and then I got a fight date in Malta again, and the kid pulled out on the week. So to be honest, it's been the story of my career so far: start, stop with different little things here and there. So I'm just glad to be back and hopefully get this one out the way. Not looking past this one, but get
Hmm.
this one out the way and then look towards a big end of the year. To be honest.
When you had that hand injury, I mean, of course, that's your biggest weapon with boxing. Were you ever worried that that was going to affect your career significantly?
Um, the only thing I was worried about it was for the title, my first title, the fight. So it, that was the only thing. But I broke my hand before
Hmm.
a couple of years ago, about 2 years ago. I broke my hand before, so I've been through all that before. It was just the fact that it was my first title fight. It was my first proper fight, so I was looking forward to it. And it is what it is, though. Nothing new to me.
Have you kind of kept this just it is what it is mentality for all of the frustrations that you've had?
Yeah, if I'm honest with you, I've come close a few times to just saying I'm done
Hmm.
with the sport because it's so hard. It's physically hard, but mentally when you've got things going wrong here and there, which has been a story in my career so far, I've never it. To be honest with you, the last time I fought was the first time that I fought like a couple of months, 2 months before it or a month before it, and I felt brilliant. But that's the first time I've had a bit of momentum in my career. And then going into March, I thought, like, this is me now for the year. This is my year, and then that happened. So,
Hmm.
yeah, it is what it is, and you can't change what's happened. So,
I mean, some of your Instagram captions are just, keeping going, keeping on doing the same thing, keeping the work going and things like that. And so I suppose what is your motivation for boxing, especially when you are, training without a date locked in? What is that motivation keeping you there?
um, that's all I've ever wanted to do since first put a pair of boxing gloves on. That's all I've wanted to do. So I've sort of put all my eggs in one basket. Now I've got to make this work, and I'm confident I will.
And when you became this kind of, I suppose, full-time boxer to an extent, putting all these eggs in one basket, did you, were you weighing up the risks of everything?
No, to be honest with you, I always would have tried harder in school, as my mum and dad always said to me, but I never messed about in school and never left with no decent grades. So this is me now,
Mhm.
getting punched in the face for a living.
Well, I mean, of course, you're very good at it, and I mean, I've seen you fight in the past, and like I say, there's that clear talent there, and I mean, you're amongst
Thank you.
yeah, of course, and you're amongst a great selection of fighters with this Liverpool crop coming through, and I suppose,
Yeah.
you've had this time to try and fight out in Malta and things like that, but do you prefer having your fights at this Olympia in Liverpool, this home stage for you?
It doesn't bother me wherever it is. I
No?
did enjoy being abroad. I put pressure. Well, I don't put pressure on myself, but I feel pressure when I've got my family and that watching me.
Mhm.
Because I want to obviously perform in front of them. So when I was away, not many of them could make it over.
Mhm.
Um, so I felt like I had no pressure on my shoulders. I enjoyed it, but it is nice to also have a crowd there as well. So it doesn't really bother me where it is. It could be in someone's back garden. I'd perform the same.
Mhm. And I suppose, I mean, your course at the moment of prospects, I mean, like you said, you were close to fighting for a title not too long ago. And I suppose, are you going to want to try and gain a bit more momentum before you go in for a title, or is it just whenever one becomes available?
I'm in the gym all the time, training
Mhm.
twice a day, so it's no skin off my nose when I fight for one. It's when my coach John and Stephen Vaughan, my manager, they say so, and I'll be ready whenever.
And like I touched upon, you seemingly training with a great team. And what kind of makes this talent different from any of the other ones around the UK? There is some great names coming out of Liverpool, and what makes it different?
I don't know. I watched Sean's interview the other day, Sean Arkwright, and he said himself, when you're from Liverpool, you either box or you play footy. It's the only two ways in Liverpool. You can either fight or you're good at footy.
Hmm.
I did play footy and then I ended up leaving that and come to boxing stupidly. But yeah, I
Hmm.
think that's why you either play footy in Liverpool or you box. And you've only got to look at the people that have come out of Liverpool, world champions, footballers, and the list goes on, really.
How nice is it to be able to, go through this journey with somebody like Sean, who is in such a similar position to yourself?
Well, me and Sean have been mates for donkey's years since we were in school, being my best mate. So it's nice to come through with, as I say, one of my best mates, and hopefully we both end up with our names in big lights at the same time. It'll be brilliant.
And I'd imagine you've probably sparred lots of rounds together. Who do you think normally comes out on top there?
He's heavier than me, so I've never had like a proper spar since we were like proper kids.
Hmm.
He's a lot heavier than me, so when we have spars, it's just we never try and take each other's heads off. We did when we were kids, like, but not anytime like recent.
No, of course. And I suppose, like you've touched upon, you were aiming for this year to kind of be your breakout year. Obviously, it's not
Yeah,
quite been the case so far, but do you think, the latter part of this year, starting next year, that's when you're going to come into your own?
definitely. I feel like all out's been started off for me. I'm coming towards the end of that like apprenticeship, as they call it, fighting journeyman. Um, I, I feel I have reached me like I don't know where else I'd go fighting journeyman now. Like I'm not getting really anything out of it. I feel like I've learned what I need to learn. Just need a bit of momentum now, but I'm happy to take 50-50s now. And I'm sure my team will be soon as well. Just when we get that call or anything gets put on in front of me, I'm sure we'll take it.
Do you think it stunts fighters' kind of potential when they do stay too long just fighting journeymen?
Yeah, I don't see the point in it, to be honest. It's like you can go to boxing shows now, especially the smaller shows, and you can pick the winners right through. You get the odd upset, but it's normally, I seen say how Shake say it the other day, it's like cat and mouse, Tom and Jerry. It's like someone trying to just put it on a journey. No disrespect to journeyman, boxing wouldn't be the same without them. We do need them, but
Mhm.
when there's shows and it's just like you know what you're going to watch. It's hard to sell tickets for as well. People
Mhm.
don't really want to go and watch that. They want to see exciting fights, which is everyone, the lads in our gym. That's what we want to be in. Good, exciting fights.
And when you are training and I suppose fighting, is there any fighters in which you are looking up to and maybe trying to do stylistic things similar to them?
To be honest with you, I don't watch much boxing anymore. I used to. I
Hmm.
watch it if it's on over weekend, but I won't watch any of the old fights or anything. So no, not really.
Hmm.
Just trying to be better, make myself a better version of me.
So I suppose have you never really had a kind of a true boxing inspiration? Has it all just been kind of off your own back?
Yeah, they have. It's all Gatti. He's my favourite fighter ever.
Mhm.
He's all like, all action packed
Mhm.
fight every time. So that's what I love.
And I imagine, I mean, that if that's something you're bringing into your all the time fights, then you're going to be continuously entertaining the fans.
Yeah, and it'll probably be a short career as well because he's only from scratch.
Hmm.
I
No, definitely. And I suppose, what is that kind of end boxing goal for yourself?
want to be a world champion.
Mhm.
I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't think I could. I know it's cliche, everyone says it, but I genuinely do believe I can go to the top. Otherwise, I wouldn't. It's too hard a sport to be in it right now. The money's not the best now. So for me to still be there, I do believe in myself. I think I will get there, but just need the right opportunities at the right time, and I'm confident they'll come.
And when I spoke to Sean, I mean, he touched upon some of the great sparring and fighters in which he's seen in the gym. Have you kind of had the same chance to be around these great names like the Smiths and people like Nick Ball as well?
Yeah, as Sean said the other day, the Smiths are in the gym most days, so I'm always around them, speaking to them, get a little bit of advice off them, and so yeah, it's good to be around them. As most kids in Liverpool, they probably looked at that at my age. We were watching them on telly when we were kids, so to be in and around them now, it's just like they're just like one of the lads in the gym. It's a bit, it's mad when you think about it because I did used to watch them all on the telly.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's good.
And do you believe that you're still kind of maybe growing into yourself as a fighter? Do you think this power is going to come? Do you think you may be moving up in weight in time?
Yeah, definitely think I'll move up. I'm doing lightweight now, but
Mhm.
within the next year or two, I think I'll definitely go up to super lightweight. I'm a big lightweight as it is, so I do think I'll go up, maybe even go up again, but who knows? I think fighters as well, they drain themselves too much to stay at the weight for too long, and it takes a loss for them to move up. Whereas I don't want to do that. I don't want to take a loss for me to then move up. I want to move up when I feel comfortable to move up, which I don't think it'll be too far future.
No, it's a really nice and refreshing kind of mindset to have. And, I'll leave with this final question. I appreciate your time very much today.
No
And
worries. Thanks for having me on.
of course, and so I'll open up the floor to you. Is there anything you want to shout out or promote?
No, then just buy a ticket. 11th of July in the Olympia, a good show, and I'll be bringing another devastating knockout.
Amazing. I cannot wait to see it. And yeah,
Thank you.
everybody get on buying a ticket. Can they contact you on how they contact you?
Instagram is ethanbrand.8.
Perfect. Okay. Well, thank you
Thank
very
you,
much
mate.
again, mate.
Thanks
And
for having me.
of course. And yeah, thank you very much again and have a good rest of your day, my friend.
You too. See you later.
See you later, man.
Bye.